at the Blade Job, we stand with Roman, and I think we can all agree on that what Roman is going through right now is not good. And whether you like him or you hate him, we need to show respect for someone who is going through a lot, someone who does put their body on the line, someone who does put their life on the line for our entertainment. It doesn't matter if you like him or not. I see a lot of things where people are being very disrespectful of this, but I'm also seeing the best of this community. I'm seeing people reach out to show their support for someone who does entertain them. He said it on Monday. We react. One way or the other, we react. And that's super important. I thought it was very interesting to anyone who saw his speech. I saw this on Twitter, where you can realize that before he made his announcement, even though everyone was booing him, he had a smile on his face because he knew. He's like, I'm going to miss this. It doesn't matter if people are booing or cheering. The reaction is what's most important. So I speak for all of us when I say, Roman, we'll see you soon. And honestly, you're gonna come back bigger and better. I think I look forward to his return. So with that being said, I have done a little research that I haven't told you guys about, but I'm going to start with asking both of you one question. Did your children find out about this? Did they watch it? Do they know what's going on?
Yes.
No. Okay, so John, you're out. So Scott, did you have to discuss with Phelan like what this means? Like what?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we went through my dad having cancer 6 months ago. I told her it's the same. It's not the same thing, but it's the same ballpark as what my dad had, and so she kind of gets it. I don't think she fully gets it, but
she might not really understand how serious this is. But what was her reaction like watching that segment?
She didn't watch the segment. I just kind of told her about it.
Okay.
But no, she gets it. I don't think she fully gets it. How serious it is, because I told her it's generally, I don't want to say a better one to have than what my dad had, but
what your dad had was one of those like you're done, sorry.
My dad had pancreatic, so that's like the of all. Sorry, ring bell. Yeah,
ring bell. That's what my grandmother did too, is pancreatic.
Yeah,
and
that's not pretty.
I mean, going through it is like, okay, they're sick, whatever. The end is what's really uncomfortable, because it shuts down. Your whole body just shuts down. Pancreatic cancer is nasty.
Yep, it's very bad. But I mean, leukemia, it's one of those forms of cancer that there's treatment for. There's treatment for a very good survival rate.
Ish.
Well, I mean, considering it, and Roman's one of those guys where if you have cancer and you're in good shape, it's a very good thing. Yes. And that man is in very good shape.
He's very healthy, yes.
He's always sweaty with his wet hair, but
it's true.
That might be bottles of water.
That might be bottles of water. But either way.
I think that
I have a very hard time being super serious about stuff.
I think that some people are...
It's my horrible defense mechanism.
I think that some people are trying to remain blissfully ignorant to this, because I've seen people say like, oh, he's going to surprise return at the Rumble. He's going to surprise return at Mania. It's like, Roman is out for 1 to 3 years right now. Yep. This is a long recovery process.
It's going to take so much out of him.
He's not going to be ready to wrestle for years.
Nor will he be the same.
No. It's going to take a lot out of him, and so if he, hopefully if he can, kick it in 6 months, he's like, it's going to take years off his life in those 6 months, and he's not going to be like, oh, look at me, I'm all better. All right, I'll be there Monday. No, it's going to take him time to
I've heard
strength back up to.
Conservative estimates are probably a year and a half minimum.
Yep.
That we are not going to have Roman Reigns. And we rip on Roman a lot, and honestly, I've always felt like our show for the most part is in good fun. We don't, we're not one of those people who are like, Roman's the devil. We've all spoken our praise on him multiple times.
I don't care for him as a character.
Right.
I think they could update the character, but that being said, the person, I have no ill will towards him.
I don't even, to be 100% honest, I don't even hate the character. It's the moveset.
Yeah.
It's the spear and the Superman punch that make me go, whatever. And I realized something the other day when I was thinking about it, like, Roman's gone. Like, no more Roman right now. And I was thinking, I was like, it wasn't even Roman that we were sick of. It was Roman and Brock that we were sick of. It was the combining of the two of them, because he's had a lot of great matches with other competitors, but it was just this constant every single main event with Brock and Roman. But anyways, I digress. So I reached out to a couple of our friends, and I wanted to get their reaction. So first and foremost, we're gonna go, and I spoke to Graham yesterday about this situation. And first and foremost, we'll plug them. You can follow Graham at Mr. Bagshaw, MrBagshaw. And you can follow the MGB podcast, which is Graham and Mason, at MGB Wrestling Pod. So now that that's out of the way,
I will be on that show on November 7th.
Really?
Yes.
Good.
I'm just plugging that.
Look at
Good.
that.
Excellent. So I asked Graham, because I wanted to. I was curious, because I don't have kids, and I know that when something like this happens, and you need to discuss it with children don't understand death. They don't understand sickness. Like, a lot of the times it's a new concept to them. I mean, Mason's only 10 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know their family situation, but I don't know, he may have never dealt with someone being this sick before, especially someone that he looks up to, someone that's a superhero to him.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
they're
this
big fans
invincible
of
superhero is sick and he can't wrestle.
Yeah.
Like, that's got to be a weird thing. So I asked Graham, what, if he had to discuss it with Mason or Mason's younger brother, Jackson. So Jackson luckily was in the other room, because I'm sure describing this to a 4-year-old is even harder.
Yes. I was lucky enough to have to do it to a very mature 8-year-old, so.
Yeah.
So.
So what Graham was saying is that Mason hadn't heard of leukemia. So that was the first kind of thing, was to explain what leukemia was. I asked him what Mason's reaction was, and he said it was pretty much like everyone else. It was just shock. It was just,
Yeah.
And of course he's a 10-year-old. So one of his reactions was that for now he had to pick a new favorite wrestler.
Yep.
Which is, to me, is really like heartbreaking, because it's like,
he can still be your favorite.
This is your favorite wrestler. You know, you gotta, even though he's not there, like, he's still that guy. He's still the guy, as, creative put it for him, because they like to shove words in his mouth. Pulling back the curtain.
There's no curtain.
I mean, first and foremost, I do want to say, to Mason directly, like, your support right now is what Roman needs.
Yeah, absolutely.
He needs to know that the kids and the adults alike are supporting him one way or the other. So, don't even think about that, little dude. Like,
he's still your favorite wrestler. He's gonna be your favorite wrestler when he comes back, and it's gonna be a little while, but still give him your love and support.
So,
for sure.
And I really wanted to kind of get some parents' reactions, because I did. This is very weird, because we're being serious right now, and I don't really know what I'm doing.
I just want to swear.
I hope that people made it this far.
Yeah, I know,
I hope
right?
They weren't like, it's the end of the world. This is a Halloween episode.
So the other person I talked to was everyone's favorite Mr. Warren Hayes,
I love Warren.
who I knew had a first and foremost, follow him on Twitter at Mr. MR. Warren Hayes. He has an awesome YouTube show where he does recaps of Raw and SmackDown. The guy has a really great charisma to him. I think that he's moved so quickly, because I remember when he started his show, and he's moving up so quickly. Man, that's awesome. Just right off the bat, just give you a little praise. Like, honestly, you're doing a great job, man. I hope I can continue to plug your stuff, because it's good. So I think he was very eloquent in his response when I asked him about this. And I'm just gonna read it because I thought it was a good response. So my question was, did you have to explain what is happening with Roman? And I was just, honestly, I'm trying to do research of how parents of WWE's primary audience, kids, are dealing with this. It's a real situation. And Warren's response was, well, in my case, my daughter is 10 years old. She has a pretty good concept and grasp of what death is. Of course, when the news popped, she was very shocked, as we all were. But what I tried to do was reassure that Roman was going to fight it, and he would do his best to come out on top. Cancer is a tricky thing, because once you get it, it goes away, but there's always a chance for it to come back. Sometimes when you fight it off once, fighting it off can be easier a second time around. It's tough news, but all we can do is send Roman all the positive vibrations he needs to come out on top, and come back to wrestling. And I thought that this was, I don't know, I think that's the best way. Like, I hear a lot of parents. Once again, I'm not a parent, so I don't really understand it.
Thank God.
I know, right? I got lucky. I dodged a bunch. Anyways, so.
Your bullets dodged a bunch of bullets.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
We don't even have to censor that, because they're not going to understand it.
It was a Finding Nemo joke.
I don't get it.
So, like, I feel like there's a lot of parents out there who try to sugarcoat when things like this happen.
No.
And that doesn't teach children about the real world. Because, once again, maybe it's not my place because I am not a parent, but I feel like the parent's job is to prepare their children for the real world. You can only shelter them for so long. Like, I have even friends, in our 20s and 30s who are going through death for the first time, and they don't know how to react to it because no one ever really talked to them about it. And
well, here's the thing: nobody's died
ever.
No, in this situation.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like severe illnesses,
yeah.
Like talking about that kind of stuff, because I mean, you can't really explain what a severe illness is to someone, I feel, without driving the point home that this might be bad.
Yeah.
Right.
And like, I hate to say it, but I really, really believe that Roman, that Joe, whatever you want to call him, is going to be fine. But
yeah, I'm
also a realist to know that sometimes things don't work out that way. And I believe that this dude has, I don't think the whole I can do anything attitude is work. I think that's just who he is. I think that maybe having leukemia when he was younger really drove that into him. It's like, I beat this, I can do anything.
Yep.
And he has kids, and he knows that he's their example.
Yep.
And he's,
yeah. So
I think, too, like, I know, like, my grandmother's going through it now on the way out. But, like, the way I dealt with that and the way that I kind of am trying to help family members deal with it is until they say it's bad, don't treat it like it's bad. Like, have the emotional support, be there for them, but don't panic. And, have the support that they need and keep yourself centered. Don't let it make everybody crazy.
I agree. So, I just want to kind of talk about that, but people who listen to us, people who know us, we like to have fun. And I think that if Roman had any idea who we were, he fist bumped me once. So, I mean, we're practically brothers. It's fine.
I have a feeling he would ask me kindly to leave wherever we were.
Probably. But, we want to have fun.
I mean, most people do, so.
Yeah. So, once again, Mr. Warren Hayes, Graham, the MGB Wrestling Podcast, go check them out. Go follow them if you aren't. now this is for Graham. If you're still listening and I forgot to text you, this is where things get bad. So please turn it off before Mason hears some
This
horrible,
is where we go
horrible
back
things.
to our normal nonsense.
So 5,
thank you
4,
for taking us seriously
3,
for a few minutes.
2, 1, and
Fuck.
So we're back. So the other thing that happened on Raw that I thought was absolutely goddamn brilliant was Dean's heel turn.
Yep.
We had this super emotional opening to Raw with Roman making his announcement and Seth Rollins openly weeping on stage because I'm hearing reports that they had an idea, but they didn't know. Nobody knew before he made it because Roman requested is like, let me do this.
Yep. I know that.
You know what was cool? You know what was cool is I didn't find out about it on Twitter, 6 hours before.
I didn't either.
The dirt sheet said that he was injured.
Yeah, because he missed the house shows over the weekend. Yep. I thought it was interesting that Renee broke kayfabe and actually referred to Dean as her husband. Corey Graves was barely holding it together.
Yeah.
Like, that dude was not okay. Yeah. But they came up together in FCW.
Right.
So they've known each other for years.
I like how Corey Graves is like that. He's the heel commentator and just like a bit of a dick, but like he loves wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Like he has the same attitude towards the Miz that you do. Like I think he is a great heel commentator.
Yeah.
Oh, he is, especially because you can tell at the end of the day that he isn't an asshole.
Yeah.
So the fact that he plays the asshole heel so well, it speaks volumes. It's kind of like
I love him and Renee together because she's just like that
sweet, innocent,
sweet, beautiful blonde girl, like just so nice. And
he also commented
he's just a bit of a
about
dick.
It in the conversation that he had with his daughter about Roman,
about trying to explain it to her. And,
yeah. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, anyways, so at the end of the night, spoiler alert if you haven't watched Raw, because I mean at this point it's almost a week, so screw you. Dean and Seth win the tag team championships.
Oh no, thank you. I'm all set with Duncan's. Thank you though.
Wow, way off. And right after they win the championships, Dean snaps and beats the ever-living shit out of Seth Rollins. Now, I loved this heel turn for a number of reasons. A, when Rollins turned on the Shield, he did it for money, power, and fame. Dean has turned because he snapped. He lost his shit.
Yeah.
That whole thing of Rollins just being like, man, stop, just listen. Like, Rollins is trying, so he's like, I won't fight you. You need to listen to me. And fucking Dean throwing the belt at him. He's like, here, all you care about is your stupid belt. And I'm just like, this is one of the best heel turns I've ever seen. And people are like, oh, well, they were just playing off the emotion of the night. You want to tell me for one fucking minute that Roman wasn't loving that? This is awesome. Because he knows he's gone, but he gets to be part of this.
Yeah.
Like, Roman, it's just like, I think back a couple years ago, Undertaker and Punk. Oh, the way they're using Paul Bearer is disrespectful to his memory. Paul Bearer loved pro wrestling. He would love to know that he was part of this feud between The Undertaker and arguably one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Yep.
Like, Paul Bearer, if there's an afterlife, he was looking down going, fuck yeah, man. Oh yeah.
I love Paul Bearer.
That
He
whole
was a great character.
fucking Paul Heyman coming out dressed as Paul Bearer and shit like that whole feud was amazing.
Yep.
And
I forgot about that.
to use real life to kind of break up that kayfabe a little bit is such a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I personally think that Dean Ambrose's heel turn is one of the most well-executed heel turns I've ever seen.
Yep.
Even though we all kind of knew it was coming, nobody expected it on Monday.
No.
Yeah,
that
not
was
then.
brilliant.
And I'm glad that they set the groundwork for why he did it, because if you didn't see it and you just heard about it, I think that people would assume that they could play it off as this is what Dean doing with his emotions because he doesn't know how to handle Roman not being there anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they nipped that in the butt and just moved on from it.
No, it was great. The fact that he's showing genuine like frustration and just all, because I mean, I love the fact that the whole thing was building up to everyone has a belt but Dean.
Yep.
Everyone has a belt but Dean. And then they give Dean the belt and he throws it at Seth Rollins and goes, "Fuck you."
Yep.
Like, I love it. That's the way heel turns should be. Like, too many heel turns are just like, you know, so we'll take Becky Lynch for an example. I love her as a heel. Honestly, I'm loving Becky Lynch. I love Becky Lynch as a face. I don't care. I think she's just talented.
She has a great face.
Very accurate.
I have a very big crush on Becky Lynch, if anyone hasn't noticed.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Right there with you.
Oh, my God.
So Becky Lynch, she did what WWE does. We had a match. We're hugging. Now I'm going to beat you up and walk away. It's like, yeah, but we have to wait till next week to find out why you beat her up. And then you give us some hassle like, I wasn't getting the respect I deserved. Holy shit. So is everyone else. You know, it's like, you know, I'm so sick of that style of heel turn. You have to give it more than just like, I'm frustrated.
Yeah, they have.
Now, Becky has taken it and ran with it, and she's doing amazing things with. I love her whole like where she's just commenting on other SmackDown Super, and she's just like, "Oh, you did that? I'm the champion."
Yeah, it's champ stuff. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, and the fact that, you know, she's like her whole bit with Edge was amazing. Yep. Anyways, but like with Dean, it's like his heel turn, there's a purpose to it. So Dean and Seth have already feuded together. It was heel Rollins versus face Dean, and it worked. I think they had some great matches together. Their Money in the Bank match, or well, you know, it was Money in the Bank, and they were both in the match. That superplex off the ladder, still to this day, I was live. I was there. That was awesome. I was
supposed to be there for that.
It's funny because I think I've mentioned on the show before. I luckily got to see that storyline play out live because I was there when Seth won the Money in the Bank, and I was there when he cashed it in. So I was just like, I got to see this whole storyline in person.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
I bought tickets to that Money in the Bank off StubHub, and one of them was a duplicate, so we didn't get in. So we went back to my buddy's house and watched.
We had the same thing, only we said fuck because we had 4 tickets. So we said fuck this, and we went over to box office, and we're like, one of us is just gonna have to sit alone because we are not leaving.
Yeah,
like
the security guy was like, "You can go in." I was like, "I'm not gonna leave him here."
I would have.
Fuck him.
Anyways.
He had also paid for the tickets. I would have felt like more of an asshole.
Yeah. So, but like what they're doing with Dean is like, I'm really excited to see where this goes because heel Dean versus face Seth is going to be a completely different feud.
And it makes more sense.
Especially because Dean isn't aligned with the Authority. He's not aligned. He's out for business for himself. You know?
Even when he was a face, he wasn't really a face.
Plus is like the look. Like Dean coming back, he looks like he's just been doing fucking like trap workouts and did
cocaine.
a trailer for fucking
and cocaine. Don't forget about the cocaine.
Like just like pushing kids off bicycles and shit as exercise. He just looks like a dick right
Taking
now.
candy from babies.
Yeah, like just a real ass Rob Lowe in fucking Tommy Boy, like chugging the milk, throwing in the stroller. Like, holy shit.
It's a good movie.
So for those of you who don't know, I like kind of play on my phone most of the time.
It's true.
Damn, Melissa, you are fucking pregnant.
What, did she post a picture? Jesus Christ, woman.
Oh, wow.
Friggin'
Good on you.
Yeah, sure. Just pop that kid out.
Yeah, no shit.
And you can come up here and fly again, be on the show, and replace one of these assholes.
Yeah, it's probably going to be me.
It's going to be you.
She only listens when they're cleaning anyways, so.
Yeah, but she always listens.
Yeah.
She always listens.
Yep.
Anyway, so I'm really excited about the Hambros fucking heel turn. I think it's going to be great. I'm really excited to see what happens with it. You know, Survivor Series is going to be really interesting this year, I think. I think there's a lot of really good feuds potentially going into it.
Yep.
Obviously, things can change between now and then, but right now, the landscape, it looks like it's going to be very interesting. And, you know, once again, unfortunate as it is that Roman's no longer going to be around for a while, it's going to mix up the main event scene a huge, because he's
Yes.
been the main event scene for a long time. So we're going to see Braun Strowman. Drew McIntyre looks like he's getting his main event push. Oh my.
And he's ready for it.
Oh,
What a beautiful human
absolutely
being.
is. How
He's,
like,
leaving WWE was the best thing he ever did for his career, because he has
WWE.
come
Yeah.
back to
Yeah.
be one of the best heels on the entire roster.
It looks like they made him in a lab. Like, he is
Yeah.
the epitome of WWE talent.
yeah.
No, John Cena is. That's why they used to call him the prototype.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, remember when John Cena debuted and he just had like regular ass trunks?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it was like he looked.
He had like the short trunks like Ziggler used to wear.
Yeah.
He looked like when you put in a wrestling video game and go to create a character,
And
like
just
he
the
looks
character
like
that showed up.
that like default like, oh, okay, this is John Cena. Cool.
So yeah, I'm excited about that. But before Survivor Series, there's a very special pay-per-view.
Very special.
Very, very special.
Crap.
No.
Just kidding. Fuck that one. Evolution.
Evolution is this Sunday. Tonight, maybe. Tomorrow. I don't know. Whenever this
It's Sunday the
comes out.
a
28th.
mystery.
Wherever the fuck you're listening to it, it's probably too late and you've already watched it, but you should still watch it.
Yeah.
And because it has potential to be one of the better pay-per-views of the year.
It
really does.
It's a 50-50 card for me, but that's better than most of their other cards.
Yes. No, I mean, I kind of...
Some of the
You would have
matches
the card.
feel
Have
thrown
the card
together
pulled up.
because I don't feel like their build-up was necessarily as good as it should have been.
Not even
But
close. Not
The
even close.
matches that they have been building towards for a longer amount of time are amazing.
Let me go through one. And it's probably going to be the opening match, and it's probably...
Scheduled for one fall.
Usually.
Okay.
The 6-woman tag team match, Sasha, Bailey, and Natalya. I don't watch Raw on the regs, so I don't know exactly how Natalya fits in. But they're against the Riot Squad. The Riot Squad is, and we've said it before, 3 of the best, like, up-and-coming women wrestlers.
Hold on. Like, wicked not breaking news by the time you're listening to this. Alexa Bliss is out.
Yeah, that's old news.
I didn't even see that. What?
I didn't see it either.
Alexa Bliss is being replaced by Alicia Fox.
Yeah, that
Oh.
was news like a week ago.
No, that was news last night.
Oh, how the fuck did I know that? I don't know.
I knew that she was injured, but I didn't even put 2 and 2 together that she wouldn't be at Evolution.
She's got a concussion. Alexa, get well. We love
Sometimes
you.
your eggs get scrambled.
I love you. I love Alexa Bliss. I think she's great.
Her in-ring has gotten so much better, and her mic skills are probably the best.
Since day one in NXT, when she was Blake and Murphy's mouthpiece, she's been amazing on the mic.
Yep.
I don't give a shit.
She's like The Rock. She's like Paul Heyman. Like
The
just
Miz.
just the Miz. Yeah, just
Who?
She's the
able
female
to.
Who?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
No, that's
not at
Maurice,
all.
and they're both terrible.
That's
I
Maurice.
like Maurice.
You like parts of Maurice.
He's talking about her boobs. He's kind of right. No,
And her brass knuckles.
and her brass knuckles. No, I like Maurice. I think Maurice is great at what for her role.
She doesn't try to
Until you put her in the
anything
ring,
other
and then I'm bored.
yeah, her in the ring, it's not great, but her as just a fucking horrible person,
A bitch.
just a stone cold bitch to help out her piece of shit husband.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I
shh,
think
he's right.
No. I'm not saying that I don't like The Miz, because The Miz as a piece of shit whiny heel, I think he is the best at what he does.
I will admit that the Miz is great on the mic, but that is as far as I will go.
I'm
I think
not a huge
he's
fan in ring.
super stale in ring
Yeah.
performer. And
I
the
could
thing
watch
is,
that DDT on replay.
people
for maybe
shit
3
on
days straight.
Roman for his in ring, but Roman's in ring has been stale for a couple of years. Miz has been stale for a decade.
Roman's in ring is stale, as in he only does a couple of moves.
He's got one of the best Samoan drops in the
yes,
business.
no.
though. Come
His-
on, I mean
his
he's
look-
good.
His looks great. I think the difference between the Miz and Roman is Roman will drive a fucking trash truck or whatever into a
He tried to kill Braun.
He'll do dangerous stuff. He'll be strapped to a fucking gurney and thrown off a loading dock.
But
It
that's
was
not
a dummy.
his character.
The Miz,
It was a
in
dummy.
no fucking way is going to even have a dummy who looks like him.
It's
get
why
thrown,
he's never
you know?
been seriously injured
Correct.
because he's a
Correct.
safe
because he's,
worker.
He's
And I respect that. Honestly,
Yes.
you're doing your job to the best of your ability without getting hurt. That's
Yes.
great.
And he
Nobody's
wrestles
saying
as a heel.
nobody's saying that Jeff Hardy is a smart
Yes.
individual. Because honestly, the shit he does is not smart.
Yeah.
I've done
Why are you doing swanton bombs to the apron at house shows?
right.
What are you
right.
doing?
Like
well, we'll
those
get
are
to
supposed
that.
to be very okay matches.
Yeah.
Like nobody's going there for fucking WrestleMania quality matches.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know
But-
if you heard Vince on the earnings call. Their live events are super down right now, and they said they're going to have to re-event their live event system. So we actually might start getting way
Pyro?
better house shows.
Oh.
They should be both brands. House shows should be both brands
House shows should be both brands and
because it doesn't matter.
less frequent, but have them be better. You know, like
Instead of doing 3 house shows a weekend, do 2
Yep.
and
two
do 2
and have them fucking count.
Because they're always done around the regular shows, so you're making people choose. Do I go to the house show? Families, you're making families choose.
Yeah.
Do I go to the house show or do I go to the live?
the
event?
house show's cheaper.
But the live
so-
event is the live event. I get to be on TV.
Yeah, but you also get to sit through fucking 45 minutes of them being a commercial.
Right.
Yes.
Anyways, we're getting way off topic. Evolution. I'm really
Oh, yeah,
excited
we were
about
talking
Evolution.
about
We've got the finals of the Mae Young Classic, which I think is going to be awesome. The rematch between Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler is going to, I mean, that match is going to be
I
brutal.
forgot about
Yep.
Shayna Baszler for a little while.
I did too.
And I think if she loses this match and then just
Wait,
kind of
no.
doesn't.
Is that the match that's happening?
Yeah.
Or is it the winner of the Battle Royal faces Kairi Sane?
Nope. Kairi Sane, Shayna Baszler.
The winner gets a future title
The
shot.
Battle Royal is main roster. It's Tamina, Billie Kay, Peyton, Ember Moon, Nia Jax, Dana Brooks wrestling. That's cool.
I love Dana
Asuka,
Brooke.
that kind of sucks for Asuka. I feel like she
deserves a one-on-one.
She deserves
Yeah.
a one-on-one.
I do like what they're doing with her though.
I think Dana Brooke deserves a one-on-one too, but I'm a huge Dana Brooke mark. Like I have been since day one.
Huge. Like, are you into huge things about Dana Brooke?
You mean like
I'm
her
about
brand?
everything about
You
Dana
mean-
Brooke.
Yes.
Dana Brooke is amazing. I think she is the most underrated female in that entire roster.
She's really good.
She's the best part of Titus Worldwide.
There's,
Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
There's something other than Dana Brooke and Titus Worldwide.
Yeah,
Should be Dana Worldwide.
Everything
Motherfuckers.
else is under the ring, and Dana Brooke's right there.
Pretty much.
Manny Rose, Sonya Deville. I like Sonya Deville. I wish they didn't change her name.
What's
Did
her
they?
real name?
Her real name is Daria Baronato, and that was her NXT name for a while.
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
you're right.
I
Yeah.
thought like that's a good name, and I like how they do her MMA character. Like,
I wish that Cesaro didn't change his name. Talking about names that should be their real names.
Yeah, it like
Claudio
Castagnoli.
Yeah. I was even I hate how
Dijak.
Exactly.
I hate how they
That
bring
Jakovic.
them into even the main roster. They did it with Rusev. They did it with Cesaro, where they have a first name and then they get rid of it, and
Yeah.
they're just and it's like
Wait, what's Rusev's name?
It was
Alexander.
Rusev.
Yeah.
And Antonio.
Antonio Cesaro. Yeah.
Carmella, Lana, Naomi, Tori Wilson. Ooh, that's cool. Michelle McCool, Alundra Blaze.
Michelle
Ivory,
McCool. So Undertaker's going to be there.
Kelly, Maria Kanellis. That's cool to see her in the ring. Molly Holly and Zelina Vega. That's the battle royal.
And what do they win?
They win a trophy and a future championship
Of their
opportunity.
choice or
If they
whatever.
actually get the trophy. Did you see
Yeah, Naomi. She won the
The-
something.
the battle royal,
The-
and they never gave her the trophy. They never mailed it to her, so she still hasn't gotten it.
The Fabulous Moolah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the ovary trophy?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, they never gave it to her.
She was supposed to get a title shot. She never got that either.
Yep. And then we get Trish and Lita against Mickie James and Alicia Fox with Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss was originally supposed to wrestle.
Honestly, that's going to be a nostalgia match. I'm just happy to see Lita and Trish. Honestly, you know they're going to win. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way that Mickie James and Alicia Fox are winning this match.
I really like Alicia Fox. I'm glad that she's.
I'm
finally
starting
getting-
to come around on her.
I like her.
Feathers.
Character. I like her eccentricness.
Yeah.
Her in ring is a lot better than it used to be, but she's been there for so long. It
She
should
keeps
be.
getting
It
injured.
should be better.
Yeah, she
Keeps
has.
getting good,
And that's the
she gets
problem.
injured.
she's a basic worker, but she's really unsafe.
Yeah.
And the way
That
she
Northern
bumps,
Light suplex is so good, though.
no, she's got talent. She's been around the business long enough where there's no excuse that her moves don't look pristine.
Yeah.
And they do. It's just, it sometimes just feels super sloppy with her. I don't know.
So
I don't hate Alicia Fox. I don't really care.
She's not your captain.
Oh, captain, my captain. And she has an Audi, and that bothers me.
yeah, it's weird.
Her boyfriend or husband, whatever, is in a band, and they're actually not terrible. I'd never heard of them until last week.
They're
but
not
really
mooches,
good.
they're in a band.
Fucking New Jersey mooches. So we have the finals of the Mae Young Classic. It's Tony Storm against Io Shirai.
That's going to be a barn burner, as JR would say.
That'll be a good match. However, they were originally supposed to have an NXT UK Women's Championship match, which they're not having now. And it was Rhea Ripley, who is the champion, and they didn't announce her opponent. And I'm kind of bummed because I was hoping that Tony Storm would win the Mae Young Classic
And
and
then
then be like, "Oi, bitch, we're both Australian. None of us are English, but I'll fight you for that fucking UK championship, you fucking cunt."
I'm so glad you just found a way to get your Australian accent back in.
Thank you.
Well, we were talking about Alexa Bliss. You got to talk about Buddy Murphy. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
This is a
I love
women's-
Buddy Murphy.
No,
by the way.
Buddy Murphy's very good, but this is a women's pay-per-view, so
Sure.
I'm not talking about Buddy Murphy.
But you
He's
had
like,
an opportunity
"I'm
to
the
do
fucking Cruiserweight Championship and fucking throwing around a boomerang and fucking bogan."
Him
Diggery-doo.
versus Tony Nese when that inevitably happens for the championship
That
is
was
going to be
great.
so
very
good.
good. 205 Live's like
It's getting a
It's so
thing.
good.
well,
Yeah.
like every week is like a last man standing match or something like that.
Yeah.
Like they're getting crazy.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird because I don't think there's enough good for its own hour show.
Yeah.
But if they were like, here's cruiserweights on Raw,
They need more than 2 matches.
right?
I just think the issue that we're gonna run into, and I feel like the cruiserweights have set the precedence for it, is every division's gonna get its own show.
Yeah.
Where you're gonna have Raw and SmackDown that have like, you know, just as it's always been, but then you're gonna have you've got a UK show now. Oh, and you've got a cruiserweight show. Oh, you're gonna have a women's show. It's like everyone doesn't need their own show.
I have
Like try just booking Raw properly first.
I have roughly an hour, maybe 2, maybe 4 a week, 4 hours a week to devote to actually sitting down and watching wrestling. I watched NXT UK at school the other night, and
Should have been learning
He was learning. He was working.
about
it.
NXT. You okay?
no, it like my school this year, we get in, sit down, we sit in silence for a while, watching whatever we're watching. Sometimes it's the Red Sox game. If not, I'm watching wrestling. And then it's 7:00 smoke break, and then our teacher says, oh yeah, let's go over that lesson. And then we go over the lesson, and then it's like 7:10, and then we go home.
I don't know why I just defended you so hard about the video.
Anyways, so Evolution, continue.
That's how school goes. But yeah, I would like to see Tony Storm wrestle Rhea Ripley for that women's championship, but it says apparently they pulled it from the card.
Did they pull the tag titles too?
There is no tag titles.
Wasn't that supposed to be
Yet.
announced? Yeah.
It was supposed to be, yeah.
They were handing out signs at Raw and SmackDown that said, "We want women's tag championships." Because, you know, WWE is completely disconnected from how fans
Because
operate.
you know the Cesaro section signs work so well.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, then there's Kairi Sane, who is the original Mae Young Classic winner, against Shayna Baszler for the NXT
Who's the
Women's-
original Mae Young runner-up.
Yeah, that's right. Shayna Baszler is
All right.
no,
She's fine.
I don't like her.
I think
I don't like
Kyrie.
her.
I say Kyrie Nikki is going to be the feud NXT needs for their women's division.
Oh, Nikki Cross. I was thinking of
Nikki Bella?
Yeah.
No.
I was like, what the
Oh wait,
fuck
isn't
you
Nikki
talking-
Bella wrestling at Evolution?
Nikki Bella is wrestling in Evolution.
Holy shit!
She's wrestling Ronda Rousey in a singles match for the WWE Women's Championship.
I'm so afraid they're going to drag that out longer than this.
It's
They're going to do the twin magic. She's going to win, and then we're going to get this dragged out.
Yep.
All the way till Mania.
Yep. And who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Until they decide to make it a triple threat with somebody that we don't know.
With Brie.
With Brie.
Ooh.
And then it'll be a
I'm sorry, I just fell asleep a little bit.
Yeah, but the match of the night, and
Tee-hee.
I think we are all in agreement.
There you go.
Agreement. That's the word.
English word, hard.
Me fail English. That's impossible.
It's very well possible.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Becky Lynch, who is the SmackDown Women's Champion, versus Charlotte Flair.
In a what kind
She's
of
the
match?
queen. In a last woman's standing match for the WWE Women's SmackDown Championship. Now, this match
Yeah.
could very well be like a match of the year candidate.
Not just a women's match of the year.
No.
Match of the
fuck
year.
Women's match of the year, men's match. It's a match of the year.
Absolutely.
These are probably, I mean, easily top 5 2 women's wrestlers in the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
I'd give them that. Absolutely.
I would say that if WWE allowed men and women to wrestle, I think these 2 women could do some damage against a lot of the men. You know, if you had like a Becky Lynch against Seth Rollins, like imagine how good of a fucking match that would be. Or a Becky against Finn Balor.
Yep.
I would say Charlotte and Finn Balor would be a good pairing.
Becky and Finn Balor would be good.
Yeah.
Because they're both Irish.
Charlotte versus
They're both
The
fast.
Miz.
I thought you were going to say they're both fat, and I was like,
No.
Seth Rollins has
Especially-
1% body fat.
No.
Especially since
neither
Miz
of
does
them.
the figure 4.
Correct.
Yep.
Boo.
You know what I want out of this match? Give me under 5 minutes. Just give me Becky demolishing Charlotte, and then let it go.
No.
No.
That's what I want.
I want a fucking 40-minute match.
I want like a 6-hour match.
I want them to.
Neither
I
give
want
up.
at the end. I want that old school, where the champion holds up the belt, and it like Seth Rollins and Ziggler when they did the Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like that look of just.
Yeah.
You know, just that we just went through a war. I want to see their makeup smeared all over their faces. Their hair is a mess. And they have just beaten the shit out of each other. And this was a championship match.
Yep.
Like, we don't get the traditional championship ending now where they just went 35 minutes. And same thing, but they're also covered in blood.
Yeah.
We can't have that. I mean, there's a good chance one of them might get busted open because they're going to go hard at each other. They're both very much like, we are pro wrestlers.
Yeah.
They're not, like, we're pretty and we work for WWE. They are going to go out there and they're
Becky
going
Lynch
to.
is very pretty and works for WWE.
Yeah, that's very accurate. That's very accurate.
They're going to go out there and they're going to put everything on the line. I actually, as much as I hate to, I'm not wishing it happens, but one of them or both of them are probably going to walk out worse for wear with some banged up, broken bones. Like, I really picture the announce tables will not survive. I actually picture, I'm hoping, Charlotte moonsault from the top rope onto the announce table. It's a dangerous spot, but it seems like something she would do.
I think the only
Yes.
way we'll see that happen is if we notice that the announce tables are closer than they normally are. I don't know if she can get that
Well, it's a
far.
smaller arena, so
Yeah.
you never know.
Where's it? The Nassau Coliseum?
Yeah.
That place is a shithole.
It really is.
I thought they tore that down.
No, they just called it something else. I think they changed the name of it at some point.
No.
It's still the Nassau
Oh,
Coliseum.
really? That's
Yeah.
dumb. Anyways.
The Nassau,
Is it a historical monument at this point?
That
It might be.
It might be.
Anyways, that match is going to be awesome. That match is going to be amazing. I don't care what anyone says. If you tell me, I don't care if you like Charlotte, I don't care if you like Becky, but if you can honestly look me in the eye and tell me that they are not going to put on the match of the night and that they are not some of the most talented wrestlers, period, on the planet, I will call you a liar straight to your face, because they, like, Becky Lynch has been clear about that.
The Islanders fucking play there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
she
shit.
she has been
Good. Barclays
studying
Center's not a hockey arena.
wrestling since she was like 5 years old. Not just watching, studying.
Charlotte?
No.
Becky?
Becky.
Yeah.
Charlotte was literally born into this business, and not like, I'm going to use my name to get somewhere. She was born into this business, and then, she was taught by her father, you need to work hard.
Right.
You don't just get things handed to you. You work hard. Do we anyone honestly believe that Ric Flair became potentially the greatest wrestler of all time by having it handed to him? No, he busted his
sacrificed
ass
everything.
for years. How many marriages has he lost due to this business?
Yeah.
7 or 30.
I mean,
don't know.
I hate to bring a downer to it. You know, he lost a child in this business. I mean, he
Yeah.
didn't die in a match, but you know, like,
Yep.
Yeah.
you know, like this guy, Ric Flair respects pro wrestling, and there's no way he would let his daughter coast by on her name.
No.
He trained the shit out of her to make sure that she was ready for what she had in store for her.
Yeah.
You know what was
But
great?
He's not why she's great.
She's
She's great on her own.
She's great because I do give him some credit because he taught her the psychology behind it,
Yep.
and she took it and she ran with it
Yep.
athletically.
I'm not a fan of her, but I can respect that she's good at it.
Charlotte Flair, awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Charlotte.
I am and I'm not.
In ring, I'm 100%.
Oh, in ring, yeah, absolutely.
That's what I don't like.
I'm not a fan of hers. You know, like I am definitely going to be rooting for Becky.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. I
yeah.
want Becky to kick the shit out of her.
Yeah.
But
Like how JRT likes Rusev's in-ring work.
no,
He's
not
a
at
fan
all.
of it.
I think Rusev's in work is garbage.
It's fine.
It's garbage.
I think
That joke
His
went longer
camel
than I
clutch
thought it
is
was gonna go.
terrible.
I think I like the Miz better than Rusev.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Everybody should like the Miz.
No. I like the Miz better than
He's
Rusev.
the physical embodiment of living for
Charisma?
your
Yeah.
dreams.
Charisma?
Well, hold on.
No.
You're gonna dress
Wanting
as,
your goals, wanting your
No.
dreams, and achieving them. That's why no one likes him, because it reminds you that you failed at yours. Not you personally. But
Oh,
everybody
because
as
he was
whole.
a shitty reality star, and WWE thought, "Oh, we can capitalize on
He
this
said, "I'm
shitty
gonna do
reality
this,"
star."
and
No.
he did
WWE saw money in him, not because
But
he was
look how
good.
long he's been here, which proves that he was.
Look how many
accurate.
times he hasn't been in anything meaningful. Look how many times he's sat
main
there.
event in a WrestleMania. You
Yeah.
only got to do that once.
What-
Yeah. Do you know
what-
why he main evented WrestleMania? To eventually put Cena over.
And everybody else was injured.
Because they trusted him with that position.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. Everybody else was just injured.
Nobody was around for that Mania.
Alligators, crocodiles.
They're two different things.
The Miz and Dolph Ziggler
Ziggler.
should not be like world champions. I don't think either of them
Great
are
IC champs.
great IC
US
champs.
champ.
Both of them, I think, are very
Tag
good
champs.
IC champs. The Miz is definitely one of the best IC champs.
He's a great lower mid carder to me.
No,
maybe
no, he's a
upper
great.
mid-carder.
He's an upper mid carder. He's a great upper mid carder, and same thing with Dolph Ziggler. I don't think either of them have that oomph.
chutzpah.
There's too much comedy
Chutzpah.
in
That's the word. Chutzpah.
them. There's too much comedy in them. They take it
Not so
seriously,
much
but they
Dolph.
also. I mean, Dolph has that whole like.
Dolph is Shawn Michaels light.
Yes.
Dolph is Shawn Michaels
Yes.
light. He is.
Which doesn't work in this generation.
I think it works fine.
I think.
No, I mean,
I
as
think
far as
regular
the-
Shawn Michaels does.
As far as the.
Bald Shawn Michaels.
That's so weird.
I know, but he's gonna knock it out of the park.
Oh, dude,
He's Shawn fucking Michaels.
he's Shawn Michaels and he looks better now than he did in 2008.
No, absolutely.
You know,
he looks great.
He looks amazing now, and he knows he's going out for this is however many matches he wrestles. This is it. Like
Yeah.
2, 3, whatever, 10. This is it.
Oh yeah,
Like,
this is the end of Shawn Michaels' career, like the legit end.
Yep.
And he was out for the proper amount of time.
Yep.
To be making his comeback
right
now.
Not retirement match, and then he's back the next.
He waits.
like
He waits 2 more years, and he's. It's too late.
Yep.
2 years ago, it's too early.
Yep.
This is
This
the
is the
time.
sweet spot. Yeah, and he is, like we just said about Ric Flair being the best of all time. Shawn Michaels is also the best of all time, and he's going to give us one of those matches where you're just like, oh yeah, this is why this guy is the best of all time.
Oh yeah, Shawn
at
Michaels.
fucking 90 or however old he is, 52.
Something like that.
Yeah, whatever it is. He's way past his prime. Everybody fucking knows it. He knows it. But he's still going to give us one of those just fucking absolute classic heartbreak kid.
Shawn Michaels. Mhm.
Heartbreak kid, even though he's a fucking million years old. He's going to come out with his fucking chaps because he has those knee braces now, and he's going to fucking...
Shawn.
I'm doing the muscle
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
and
they get you,
And the
yeah.
fireworks, just so everybody knows.
Anyways,
And then we, Chris Jericho's eventually gonna come back, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's why he's the best of all.
Well, actually, I wanted to talk about that real quick. The rumors going around.
No, he's coming back.
No, hold on. Of Chris Jericho and JR starting their own promotion.
Chris Jericho debunked those rumors.
Speaking of
Chris
JR,
Jericho debunked New Japan. Chris Jericho debunked WWE. He debunks everything. He lies.
He's a lying.
Did you see JR and the King's new podcast, whatever the hell they're doing?
No, I haven't.
And the logo is a blatant ripoff of the Beyond Wrestling logo. The same font and everything.
Nice. Good for
I
them.
doubt that's intentional.
Well-
JR might not know about them. King definitely has no idea what an independent organization
Jared
is.
the King Lawler is
he
a
does, what's
great
it called?
artist.
He does the one in New England all the time.
Dinner with the King?
NEW.
No. NEW, yeah.
Yeah.
NEW is not in NEW is a super indie. It's look at all these WWE stars,
But
because they get
they're
active
s-
WWE stars. They
They're
get Renee Young. They get Corey Graves.
Kind of do their own thing, non-WWE. Oh my god, that is the exact fucking
Same
logo.
font and everything.
Holy shit, that is the exact logo. Trash can, get a gander. That's the same fucking logo.
Yeah.
All right, that's not what we're talking about right now, and I wish you'd brought that up earlier. We could have talked about it, but now we are running out of time.
No, I'm sorry. You mentioned JR and I remembered it.
You
Homie,
would.
this is our show. We can fucking go
Yeah,
for
we
as
do
long
whatever
as
we
we want. End the show now.
Do you understand how analytics work? Do you
I
understand
have
how
no
viewers?
clue.
We'll just charge people more for the rest of it.
We don't charge them anything.
Wait, we don't charge anybody anything for this?
No, you're supposed to be
Why
paying
have I
me.
been paying?
Because that's what you do. This is like fucking you pay to be on the show, just like reality shows and all that shit. You just pay to get
I
in.
should have read the fine print.
Wait, other people listen to this?
Yeah. Melissa and Graham and
I thought
fucking
it was-
Mags.
I thought it was just the four of us in a basement.
There's 4 of us? No, there's 3 people in a trash can.
Yeah, that's 4.
I'm just glad we remembered to bring him in from the side of the road this morning.
That's true.
Fuck that. Anyways, so I really think that if this turns out to be your classic Chris Jericho bait and switch, that the two of them. So you've got them saying, oh yeah, we're not doing that. You've got Cody saying he's moving to a different role in wrestling.
Yeah.
You've got the Bucks who are moving kind of away from New Japan.
You have the Jericho Cruise with
You
all
got-
of them on it.
Is that happening right now?
It's literally
Yep.
happening right now. Something is happening with those guys right now. And because
No more Bullet Club shirts.
the reason there's no more Bullet Club is because Bullet Club is owned by New Japan.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all of the Ring of Honor guys are moving away. All of the Ring of Honor guys' Ring of Honor contracts are almost up. Something's happening right now. And so I don't know what it is, but something is going down with these with the All-In crew, essentially.
Right. They're going all
elite.
in on something else, maybe.
That's what I'm wondering. Are they starting their own? Because
I think that's
with-
a terrible idea.
Is that
No.
Is that too much promotion?
It's too much.
many.
here's the thing: Ring of Honor is still not a huge promotion. They don't have a nationwide TV deal. They're so stingent and like their contracts, to me, with the amount of money that they're getting paid, to have an exclusive contract with Ring of Honor, yeah, you're guaranteed money, but
If
they're
they-
not making $500,000
If
a
they do
year.
that, you're putting Ring of Honor out of business. You're taking the reason that people are watching Ring of Honor the last 3 years, and you're putting them all on a new show, and you're giving them no reason to
Is
continue watching.
no,
Ring of Honor.
hold on. Is this Cody or Jericho or JR or all of them? Are they going to take over Ring of Honor? Are they going to make it something bigger? Because these names, they can compete with Vince. Dixie Carter could not compete with Vince. Jeff Jarrett could. Jarrett came real fucking close.
He just
but
can't get out of his own way.
no, he couldn't
He's
get
a
it.
Jarrett.
Yeah.
He got pushed out by the investors. That's where
Right.
Dixie Carter came in. TNA was ready to compete, and they were there, and they were competing. They were a direct threat,
Yep.
and Dixie Carter fucked it up.
Yep.
Panda Energy or whatever the fuck the home company was.
That
They fucked it up.
was a song, by the way.
Ring of Honor does not have the capital to compete. They never have, but they could.
Yep.
I think the biggest problem in WWE is they don't have any competition. New Japan's not competition.
No.
TNA, Impact, whatever,
want to be.
isn't competition.
New Japan is not competition in the way that it's like, you know, the NBA and NHL are kind of different. You know, they're competition, but they're not.
Well, apparently the rumor is they want to start an NJPW US.
I think that's a horrible idea.
That is
100%, but it's what they're going to try to do.
It's
they
not a good idea.
Like, I like the idea that they run a show here and there in the U.S.
Yeah.
That's fine. The problem that I have with New Japan is, one, and I love it. I think the wrestling quality is so good.
Absolutely.
But the thing that I do like about WWE is I know I can tune in every Monday and I'm going to see a build towards something. Where New Japan is generally like...
It's mini tournaments.
Oh, hey, I won this match. I won this belt. Somebody's going to come out, challenge them, and then the next month. And that's more or less the build. It's very hard to...
They pretty much only have pay-per-views at this point.
Right. It's very hard to, like...
It's house shows and pay-per-views.
Follow a story. And then the problem that I have with most of the matches in New Japan is... I like tag matches. I like 6-man tag matches. Hell, even an 8-man tag here or there. But if, like, I don't want to see
2 hours of tag matches.
I don't 2 hours of tag matches, and you know it's going to be Juice Robinson, David Finlay, Jushin Thunder Liger,
Chase Owens.
You know, versus Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi, and fucking Bad Luck Fale. Well, not now anymore, but like that was a match you were gonna see, or some combination of that, and it's like minor guys in Chaos, minor guys in you know, Bullet Club and Chaos, and then New Japan itself. Like, they have so many guys in their respective rosters that New Japan wants to give everybody a shot, but it's like, I don't have to see Chase Owens every month. I like him. I think he's a very good wrestler. That time we went to Limitless, I was kind of bummed that he wasn't there. He was supposed to be there, but you know,
that was the day I made friends with Martin Stone / Danny Burch, though. So that was awesome.
They were ripping butts and shit.
I miss him so much.
He liked my my post on Insta. Hey, we're on Instagram, by the way, everyone.
Yeah,
we are.
Yeah.
Oh no shit! You didn't send me a friend request.
I'm trying not.
You're on Instagram.
So I'm trying to keep it.
Yes.
Like,
I don't
have more followers than following, because that's just a pride thing.
Yeah.
So as I get new followers, I start following the back catalog. You all follow, because you're gonna post, you know, pictures of your stupid kids.
I do post pictures of my stupid kids.
My biggest issue with New Japan is that there are 37 titles, and I don't know.
There's only 37
the
now?
level of importance is for each one of them. I don't know where they're tiered.
The IWGP Heavyweight Champion is the main title.
I know that, but everything else to me seems like every time they defend it, it's like the biggest thing in the world, and I don't know where they stand.
That's one thing I respect about them is title matches are important. Title matches are prestigious.
Right.
Not everyone just gets a title match. Not every, you know, even if the championship's not defended, the champion is there with the belt to show you that the champion is represented, which was, you know, we talked about 100 times, the issue with Brock. He wasn't there. We didn't even see the belt. Yeah. So it was out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
The main title on Raw was the IC Championship. The main title in the company was the WWE Championship.
Yeah.
And, hey, we're back again, you know.
Did you see they're selling a Evolution title on the WWE shop? It looks like the women's title, but it has the Evolution logo in the middle.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I think they should make more like novelty belts, like you know, like Smoke and Skull belt, New Day tag title, you know, stuff like that. And honestly, you don't even have to have them on TV. Just sell them, because people will buy them because they're cool, they're neat, and in a couple of years they won't exist anymore, and you have a cool collector's item.
Give me a Miz one with the upside down W. That's what I want.
Honestly, and as much as I'm not a Miz fan, that would be cool. Like, I think that'd be a great thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
I promise I'll stop talking about him so much.
No, you won't. Fuck off. At least you know, whatever. So
consistency.
We started the show kind of serious. We're ending on a serious note.
Yeah. Fuck. What?
But in the same sense, it's not that serious, because we got word from our sources, which is just the internet because we're lazy and nobody likes us, that Joey Janela had successful knee surgery and that he is
Yay.
going to be fine. And I'm really happy because I saw that injury online, and holy shit, your knee does not mean to bend that way.
No. That was concrete.
Joey Janela is a dangerous worker. He takes bumps, and I respect him for that. But at the same time, you can tell he's a guy that was inspired by Mick Foley and probably like Abyss and guys like that, who Jeff Hardy, who take unnecessary risks. And the thing is, he blew out his knee, not even doing something very crazy.
No.
He jumped.
Yep. I think too.
I mean, it was a pretty serious jump.
But we saw him get Russian leg sweep through a board wrapped in barbed wire that went from the ring apron to the guardrail.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's dangerous. Jumping is typically not that dangerous. I'm happy to hear that he's at least doing well, or as well as one can be 24 hours removed from major knee surgery.
Yep.
Janela is a guy that I really do appreciate. I think that's the best word I can describe Joey Janela with. He is a guy who pretty much came out of relative obscurity and is now like getting his own themed pay-per-views out of GCW.
I hope that he understands his significance in independent wrestling.
I hope he does, because I mean, I don't know where the character of Joey Janela ends and the
I don't know
person
if there
that
is
is
one.
Joey Janela
Yeah.
begins.
Yeah, I think they're a very similar.
I do too, but there's got to be some difference. There's got to be some
Yeah, his
separation.
real name is Jose, and that's it.
Is it really? I thought it was actually Joseph.
Jose.
He doesn't look
I
of
mean,
Spanish
it's-
descent.
But he is.
Interesting.
They're the same name.
Technically.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I work with the kid Jorge, but we all just call him George.
George. Yeah, we had one at Best Buy, and we were like, "Oh, it's Jorge," and he's like, "No, just call me George. It's fine." So whatever. Not even kidding. This is all real. Good dude. So I mean, if you're listening, man, hey, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while.
Nice to meet you, George.
Chupacabra.
Chupathangy. So I'm happy to hear that. It's upset that we won't be seeing Joey for a while, right? At least 6 months.
in
8
the
months.
ring. In the ring. It's,
Yeah, he could
it's gonna
show
be
up.
longer. He fucking.
Yeah, he blew out everything.
He did some goddamn damage. But,
Yeah, no, he's such a talented performer. He's one of those guys that can give you really, really great in-ring technical work, but then also like do something so insane that you just go,
Yeah.
"What the fuck just happened?"
And I hope he takes this time off to work on his promoting. Because, like you
Yeah.
just said, GCW has been,
they give
lost
him
to New York,
full
spring
events
break.
and say, "You do
LA
it."
Confidential.
That's rad.
Which
like,
frig that building? Did you see that? That they had to change locations because of Nick Gage?
what do you mean?
They found out he was a felon, and the company canceled it. They had to move it.
It's stupid. No,
Drama. No.
Joey Janela, you do you. Get better.
And you're doing good stuff. Hey, and if you want to get GCW, run a Joey Janela, spring break or New Year's bash or I don't know, whatever you want to do. Partner with Beyond/GCW presents Joey Janela's whatever. Do it up here in Worcester, man. We'll go. I'll go.
Yep.
GCW and Beyond presents Joey Janela's Light This Building on Fire.
Yeah, they would have to fight. They wouldn't be able to
The
do it in
heroin
Worcester
train.
County because Worcester Athletic Commission doesn't allow broken glass.
No, that's okay.
So we'd have to
Yeah,
do
I'm
it
cool with
somewhere.
no
They,
glass.
they don't allow
fine.
fire either, though, and
Yeah.
I'm a big Flaming Table fan.
Yeah, you are a big Flaming fan.
I like that
Fucking hate you.
Oh,
I like
man,
that they
I love
added that
making
too. Was it
fucking shitty
2K19?
jokes.
They added that too, right? You can light the
No,
table.
you can do that. You've been able to do that.
Oh, really?
What? Get the fuck out of
You
here.
need a finisher and like an OMG and shit. You need a special skill and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I just was able to ignite it once I stood it up.
No, back in the other ones.
Oh, okay.
In the new one, you just like hit Y and it
Yeah.
lights on fire or something. Yeah.
He
Oh,
pulls
and
a
I
lighter
ju-
out of his tights. Like they all have it.
I just want to
It looks like they're.
I did a ton of high voltage work yesterday. So, fuck you. Who are like, fuck you.
I really have no idea
Where
you're
did that come
talking
from?
I just looked at my hand and I cut the shit out of my hand.
about. Okay.
You came out swinging in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah, fuck you. I did work yesterday, man.
well, you guys are talking about something I have no idea about.
I did
so
so
was
much
just gonna-
marketing yesterday.
Market the shit out of it. Well, you're
Yeah.
not like marketing man John Olin.
No, I'm not.
Joe Nolan, yeah.
Market the shit out of Joe Nolan.
Yeah.
guys do a great job at
Joan
that.
Olin. Joe Nolan.
Nolan, change your fucking Twitter handle.
He
I
can't.
mean,
Yeah,
not,
I should just
not
change
you.
mine at this point.
No,
So-
you should just fucking wait for him to.
You know what the worst part is? I make surveys for a living, and all his tweets are about how he made money doing surveys.
Interesting.
It's like the world is taunting me.
So, yeah, Joey Janela, best of luck. Heal up. We need you.
Heal up.
We love you.
We'll see ya.
Joey Janela gave us the best feud in the past 2 years in Beyond Wrestling with him and Starr.
It was one of the better feuds in wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Wrestling,
Yep.
period.
In general. Like, the fact that Starr returned out of nowhere to interfere in a match at Electric Haze.
Yep.
Like, that was a WWE, like, 1998, 1999 style return where it's out of nowhere at a fucking bar in Worcester. Like, that is so well done.
And they're still like holding him accountable for that, which I love.
Yeah.
The reason he can't get a Powerbomb title shot is because he interfered in the Janela one, so Powerbomb won't give it to him.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's
Yeah.
it's a great storyline. I love it. I love both those guys. They gave us so much of their bodies. They gave us so much
Thanks
of their
for what you
careers.
do to your
Like
bodies.
they probably took at least a year or two off their careers in that feud
Oh yeah,
because they did things that humans shouldn't do.
I want that, Drew. I know you're not listening. Give me that as a DVD. Give me
Just-
that
just
entire
those
feud.
matches.
DVD?
Those
Or a
matches,
Blu-ray.
those promos.
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be great. That would be absolutely fantastic. Did you see that for 1 million subscribers,
Fuck,
they
that
put
would be cool.
Rana 18 for free on YouTube?
Yeah, we're on it.
I was there, yeah.
When in the remastered version, you have that whole fiasco with Nick Gage and Matt Riddle when they fell into us. We're all right there the whole time.
Looking like morons.
Yeah, when I got the chop with Nick Gage on my chest, yeah.
Matt Riddle fucking like smashed into that lady. He was like, dude, are you okay? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Matt Riddle's debuting on NXT next week. That's
Bro.
what you told me. That's
Bro.
gonna be
Bro.
fucking
Bro.
I love
Bro.
that he had, tying it all together, he had a David Starr pin on his jacket during his NXT pictures.
That's awesome.
nice.
So we didn't do it at the beginning out of respect, but I am doing it at the end. Follow us on Twitter at The Blade Job Show. Follow me at BladeJobJRT and Assholes Go.
At Blade Job Perkins.
At John_Olin.
I'm only 20 followers away from 500 now.
Let's
Let's
get
get
him
you
at
there.
500.
Yeah.
Follow us on
That'd be cool.
Facebook.
So I can see, like, see, Mom,
Subscribe.
I'm not a failure.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play, wherever you get your fine podcasts, everywhere but Spotify.
Yeah.
And on that note, good night, good luck. Roman, get well. Joey, get well. We'll see y'all soon.
Bye, guys.